Has Forsaken been feeling boring lately? Are you tired of the same 4 killers and you want someone new? Well, too bad, because these guys aren't releasing just yet. But hey, Noli is like around the corner, so it's not that long of a wait, I hope. Anyways, here are all of the killers that are coming to the game hopefully very soon.
See, you just see a normal guest here. Ignore that his name's Guest 666. He would turn around and you would see this! Ah!
Starting with Guest 666, such a classic Roblox myth, finally coming to Forsaken. This guy is most likely releasing after Noli, so high hopes we get him really soon. Guest 666 is the tallest killer that's gonna be in the game. That's if you don't count King cheating his way into first place with his mech. We know quite a bit about this guy's appearance. His intro is him staring deeply into your soul through your window. Here is one of Guest 666's attack animation, and with Guest's release, we will most likely be getting a noob skin that looks like Guest 666, but of course a smaller version. There's most likely also going to be some lore related stuff with Guest 666 and the noob milestone skins. As you can see, there is a silhouette of Guest 666 in all of the milestone noob skins. Overall, I am really excited for this beast of a killer to be added to Forsaken.
Hey there, I'm Jeff the Killer.
This psychopath is going to Jeff the kills you so hard that you die. He originates from this picture that has overstayed its welcome and lost its scary factor about 2 decades ago. He is a bit of a strange addition to the roster since I think that Jason already kinda takes his role, but maybe he can be similar to 2Time being a stealth-based character. From what we know, he will have a slash and a crouch ability. The crouch grants him undetectability, which work for something like the trip mines or even sentries. From the gameplay that we can see his kill animation, and we don't need to talk about this. The King is a well-known coward, not strong on his own, so he hopped into a mech to hide away from his problems. This killer is most likely going to release along with a whole combat initiation collab, since we already have a few skins planned like Mystic Jason and Mark Taff. We have a concept of his intro where we can see him jumping into his mech, initiating the combat. We don't know any of his abilities, but I do have a theory on one of them. For maps like Horror Hotel, where it's hard to place such a big killer in a small area, he can just hop out of his mech, possibly going full melee with a default moveset to how he would function with his mech. Other gameplay news is that he has the slowest stamina regeneration out of all the killers, but has the fastest run speed out of the killers. We also have a small snippet of his chase theme. Take a listen. Other than that, that's pretty much everything we have for King as of now.
Okay, let's lock in.
Mr. Doombringer is one of the more well-known characters, of course being based on the Roblox admin of the same name. Despite his Robloxian design, he is going to be way taller than expected, being one of the tallest killers that we know of. He will function very differently to all the other killers. He will instead work as a game of freeze tag. Once he gets you, you will be captured in a cage. Other survivors can go and save the people who are stuck in the cages. He will possibly have an attack with his hammer, but so far we know nothing about his other abilities. He might also be getting a special last man standing theme against Builderman or Shaletsky, since they all used to work together at the same place, that being Roblox headquarters of course.
Yeah, he's totally a cuttlefish.
He's a different guy.
2Time's deceased partner will be coming back with a bloodthirsty vengeance. His appearance is similar to 2Time with a few changes like the skin being black and his shirt being purple, and of course the hat and tentacles. From what the lore has told us, after 2Time killed Azure, the Spectre revived him and transformed him into a monster. Azure has actually gotten a concept moveset, take a look. Now do remember this is only a concept, so this moveset will most likely be different in the actual game. In the future we might also be getting releasing a Azure skin called Amara. The origin story of Amara goes that Azure was originally meant to be scrapped and replaced with Amara, but those plans have been scrapped, so Amara might still become a skin for Azure. The Slenderman will be coming to Forsaken at some point, hopefully this year. He is obviously based on the Slenderman that we all know and love or hate. We have very limited information on this character. He has two different versions as of right now, the upcoming killer that everyone will be able to play as, and the developer version. We will be mostly looking at the upcoming one, but if you're interested in the developer, then make sure to check out perhaps Kit's video where he plays against a dev using Slenderman. Alright, back to the main topic. We only have two abilities confirmed for Slenderman. The first one is his passive, this being also his main and probably only way of damaging survivors as of now. If you stare at him, you will take damage each time you look at him. His second ability is to disappear. This ability makes him, well, go invisible. But that's not everything. He can also move at a fast rate than before and even travel through walls. The developer version of Slenderman has both of these abilities, so once he gets finalized, he might not have this exact moveset. As for other information on him, we know how his model will look like, and honestly I would prefer if they stick to the Roblox style, but at the same time I like what they are going for. We have a short clip of his walking animation, very creepy but looks really cool. This makes me think, will all survivors be locked into first person mode whenever this killer is active, since it's kinda hard to sneak up on anyone when you're that tall. Either way, can't wait for more news to drop on this guy. One of my personal favorites. As the name suggests, he's a giant zombie, and while we don't know a whole lot about him yet, what we do know is super interesting. If you're killed by Zombie King, you actually get infected and turn into a zombie yourself. It's almost like a built-in infection game mode, which adds a whole new twist to the gameplay. That's what I really love about these upcoming killers. Each one brings something new and unique mechanics to Forsaken. Another rumored ability for Zombie King is a summoning move, where Zombie King can call in different types of mini zombies. Some might be fiery, others metallic. The variety could make him very unpredictable and also fun to go up against. There's also a possible School Zombie King skin on the way. In School Kids render, you can actually see Zombie King bullying him, so that could definitely be a hint.
This summer, get ready. The rivers are gonna run red. Oh yeah!
Up next is a killer that's both creepy and funny, Kool Killer. This weird creature comes equipped with a chainsaw in one hand and in the other what looks like a devil's staff. As goofy as this may seem, Kool Killer was actually one of the earliest planned killers in the game. Right now, there isn't a ton of information about him. We do have a pretty cool attack animation. Interestingly, it looks a lot like Jason's Gashing Wound ability. This could mean Kool Killer will play something similarly to Jason, or maybe even end up as a Jason skin down the line. One cool concept for this guy could be is that he can charge up and break through walls in maps, since Kool Killer or even the Kool-Aid Man is known to break through walls of many places in the commercials. Honestly, who knows at this point? Drakobloxxer. This character's been getting a lot of attention lately, mostly thanks to the appearance in Door's 2024 April Fool's update. But for those who don't know, Drakobloxxer is a red blocky monster that originally came from the classic Roblox game Built to Survive Drakobloxxers. We actually have a pretty good idea of how Drakobloxxer will look like in Forsaken. If you check out the lobby, you'll notice it's already mounted on the wall as sort of a preview. Even in the cool carnival map, there's a giant statue of Drakobloxxer just standing there. Of course, that statue is probably just a larger and exaggerated version. In-game, the real Drakobloxxer will likely be a bit smaller and more detailed. There's also a possibility we could be getting a special skin based on the great Drakobloxxer version from Combat Initiation, which of course would be pretty awesome. Definitely a killer to watch out for. Phosphorus is an interesting one. This killer is based on dying graphics cards and has no real connection to Roblox. We sadly don't have much information on this character and how they will play out. What we do know is that they had 3 designs during their whole lifetime. The first one being a Robloxian styled one, the second one being more snake-like, something like Sebastian from Pressure for those who know, and the final third version being a mix of the previous 2 designs. Honestly, I like the first design more, but I'm still excited to see what they have in store for this character. Killer. Next up is a potential new collab killer, Charlatan. She's inspired by the Roblox game Epic Minigames, and her design seems to lean into the clown theme. We already have some ideas on how she'll play. Her main weapon is a bat, and one of her abilities involves a rocket launcher. What really makes Charlatan cool is the minigame mechanic. Just like in Epic Minigames, it looks like you'll have to complete unique challenges during a match. This could add a really fun and unpredictable twist to the gameplay. Honestly, Charlatan sounds like an awesome and creative addition. Hopefully we'll see her in the game soon. Whistle Occurrence, also known as Flowers in Hebrew, is an upcoming killer based on Vibrating Leaf's YouTube horror series of the same name. We have very small details on how they will look like and work in Forsaken. We have seen their model being showcased. Gameplay wise, we don't have much information either on this. All we really have are some animations of looks like to be some abilities. Another upcoming killer is Guest 1458. This character has gone through a ton of redesigns and changes. First started out as a butcher, which later became into the Star Glitcher, got some small tuning, which resulted in the Rook. He was then presumably scrapped due to the developers not liking him as much, and they ended up basically changing him completely, being replaced by an undead soldier. And finally, in the end, we got Guest 1458. From what we know, this is his current state. He is going to be a zombie soldier relating to Guest 1337. Just like his previous design, he will be a Star Glitcher. The developers have stated that Rook will be able to change forms just like the Star Glitcher script. So since Guest 1458 is also a Star Glitcher, he will possibly retain those same abilities. The Masked and the Decayed are two very similar killers. Both are based on famous Roblox games, the Masked being based on Bloxburg and the Decayed being Lumber Tycoon. These guys are grouped together for a few reasons. Both seem like they will be similar to Jason gameplay wise. They were both revealed to the community at the same time, and from the lack of any real updates and information on these two characters, I have a feeling that these guys will sadly be scrapped. There is a possibility that they are being reworked to function differently from Jason, but for now, we can only speculate. And hey, if they do go scrapped as killers, maybe these guys will turn into Jason skins. This mysterious character Sorcus has been revealed during a small ARG on Twitter. All we know is that he is based off the Roblox admin of the same name, and that he will be wielding his iconic Sorcus's Scythe of Death as a weapon. This is another case of those killers with very limited information on them, but hopefully we will hear more about this character. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully we will see these killers in the game soon enough. Hopefully these guys won't take years to get added, and I'm really excited to see what Forsaken has in store for us. Thanks for watching, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.